Hi, my name is Leslie Williams and I'm in San Diego, California, and right now I'm on UCSD campus, and today's date is October 16th, 2012. Now, I'm going to get straight to the point in reference to why this particular video is being made, and I am smoking. I apologize for that. I just got done eating my lunch, and so this is my after lunch cigarette. The reason why I'm making this file is for informative purposes, because what I'm going to state into this in this file, you're going to have to research, and when you research and connect the dots, you're going to flat out be able to observe that what I am telling you is the exact truth. Now, in organized gang stalking expeditions, targets are subject to what is known as sensitization. This is literally going to be one of the most important videos you'll ever watch. And if this video stops while I'm in the middle of talking, look in the comments feature of this YouTube video for a title you can copy and paste into YouTube for continuation of the statements pertaining to this particular video. Now, in sensitization tactics, what they do is they dupe citizens in the community, whether it be on a university campus or businesses, anywhere a target goes. And what they do is they dupe citizens, regular citizens, including students, including children, including the elderly, to engage in specific types of physical gestures or what is known as direct conversation tactics. But here's the thing. Organized gang stalking is about criminal expeditions and aspirations and motivations. It's about racketeering and sexual exploitation, human trafficking. But what I want you to understand something here is that the people that are targeting, the people that they're getting to harass the target for them in sensitization techniques are the actual ones being targeted. And what do I mean by that? Well, again, if this YouTube video stops, look in the comments feature of this YouTube video for a title that will be that you can copy and paste into YouTube, and that video will be a continuation of this one. Now, in organized gang stalking expedition, the host and manager of these expeditions, whether he's aware of it or not, will use his power position in the community to get community members to harass a target in specific ways, either using direct conversation tactics or physical gestures that are subjected towards a target. But let's take a look at this. Direct conversation tactics are literal tactics that involve language, where individuals they get to get around a target, to have those individuals say specific things around a target. Alright, so we got language, that's one. Then we have the other techniques that are used in reference to the physical gestures, how they get people in the community to get around a target and to engage in specific physical gestures. They're called sensitization tactics, and direct conversation tactics are also sensitization tactics. But let's take a look at the physical gestures. First we had the language, which is the direct conversation tactics. Language is one area of the brain. Okay? Then we have the physical gestures, which are motor cortex associated behaviors, where they literally, the people they get to get around a target to engage in the physical gestures have to use their hands to do it, by touching their head, stroking their hair back, putting their hands to their mouth or to their nose, or other types of physical gestures. These are motor cortex associated behaviors, where the brain tells the arm what to do and the hand what to do. Okay? Now, as a result of the person who's soliciting the community members to get around a target and to engage in either direct conversation tactics or the physical gestures or both, they have to, the people who are told what to do, they have to get up and go to a target to do it. That's motor cortex associated behaviors using the legs and the feet. Now, remote neural monitoring is always used in these expeditions, and remote neural monitoring is used for brain mapping in reference to each individual's resonance frequency of their brain and the neural mapping that is associated with language and motor cortex associated behaviors. And once these specific neural pathways are created and reinforced, they're identified and marked using remote neural monitoring and can be stimulated back in real time on any day, multiple times in one day. Now, when we look at voice morphing, where they will literally take a person's voice, copy it, put it into a software program, and then incorporate it within the technology that holds the remote neural monitoring, that also holds the microwave auditory effect, which is electronic harassment. If you go to Freedom from Covert Harassment and Surveillance, on the bottom of their webpage, there's 3 PDF links. Look at the remote behavioral influencing technology. They can literally transmit commands for psychological direction into anybody's head using anybody's specific, unique own subvocal speech voice print. So in other words, I'm talking to you right now. Hang on. I'm talking to you right now in my voice. If I shut my mouth and talk to myself, that's subvocal speech. That's my own internal dialogue. And I hear it in my own audio cortex using my own voice. Okay? Well, they can take my voice print, incorporate it within a software program. Okay? And then the software program has the entire English dictionary in it, including slang terms. And what this artificial intelligence program does that holds the software is that it picks specific dialogue sets, words, and comprises sentences for psychological direction. And once these sentences are composed for the psychological direction, they transmit the psychological direction statements, okay, the stream sentences, the commands, into a target's head, into their audio cortex, using the microwave auditory effect in the target's own voice print. And it's transmitted under the perceptual radar, so the target, whoever it may be, does not have one clue that what they're hearing in their own audio cortex, in their own voice print, is being done by a third party remotely from a remote distance. And when they transmit it into the audio cortex of whoever they're picking for that specific day, it's transmitted on a time constant rate, which means that the transmission is kept alive and active until it is acted on with the motor cortex associated behaviors that are in sync with the theme of the type of psychological direction, the command. So what we have here is they're not doing nothing but getting students and staff on this campus to engage in organized gang stalking activities towards me because they're brain mapping them. They're brain mapping their language areas of their brain. That's used for the direct conversation tactics. And they're also brain mapping them for motor cortex associated behaviors. So they can figure out where each specific individual's command center is for their motor cortex associated behaviors in reference to the psychological responses that give the commands to specific musculatory systems, like for the right arm, the right hand, the hands, the legs, the feet. Do you see what I'm saying? I strongly suggest that you thoroughly and extensively Google and research remote neural monitoring, remote neural influencing, and remote neural stimulating. Then in a separate search, go to Google and YouTube and type in remote behavioral influencing technology and then voice morphing. Couple all this information together and you'll clearly be able to see that this technology is literally nothing but flat out mind control. Literally. And this technology is also capable of sexually stimulating you, bringing you to rage, making you thirsty, making you hungry, giving you the desire to get up and go. Now when that's coupled with psychological direction, all you have to do is do the math. So my name is Leslie Williams, excuse me, and I'm here today to tell you fellow American citizens, what's happening to me is not just about me. It's about how they're getting your son and your daughter and your parents on these campuses, because they're using staff as well, to dupe them into harassing me for them. They're brain mapping them. I'm in San Diego, California, and if you think that I am the only target that knows this, think again. I've read it in other targets' blogs. Go to Google and type in a gang stalking tech, everything you need to know. It's a manifesto of a manager of organized gang stalking crews, and he flat out states that in the manifesto that these syndicated members, the ones who are actually involved in a syndicate, they have to attend meetings, repetitive meetings of mind-numbing chants and pledges to the syndicate. Why is that being done? For brain entrainment. Go to YouTube and type in Timothy W. Bioethics issues. He talks about neurocognitive weapons and brain entrainment. Entrainment is where they get the psychological direction by the manager, what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And then the neurocognitive weapons is the remote neural monitoring. I strongly suggest you slowly dissect everything I'm stating in this video file, cross-reference it, synthesize it, scrutinize it, and come to understand. I expose what I expose, literally risking my life, literally, in order to help you, okay? Because they're doing this to hundreds of thousands of Americans already right now in real time. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. Thank you.